tall tower look great. It's the same way you showed me.
Hello everyone, my name is Paige Anderson.
And my name is Kyla Brooks. We have attended Burke since 6th grade.
And we are excited to be your MCs tonight.
Tonight, we'll be listening to a lot of amazing speeches and performances by our classmates.
Our first speech will be by my twin sister, Peyton.
Originally, I had this idea in my head on what middle school would be like, and honestly, it was more like a fantasy. I thought that it would be easier to get through the classes, the social part, but it ended up not being exactly how I thought it would be, especially after we came all virtual. But that doesn't exactly mean that my middle school experience was bad. But there was a point in my life during middle school where I felt like I had failed at life and school because my family suffered a really great loss, and it was hard for me to I guess continue with how I started. But I talked to my mom and dad, and they told me that I didn't have to prove myself to anyone but myself, and as long as I did what I felt comfortable, they were proud of me, and that changed my whole perspective on who I thought I was. Realized that I needed to do things differently, and the people I surrounded myself with, I needed to make sure that they were okay for me, they were good for me. And these past 3 years in middle school, all the hardships, the tears, and the laughs, I think that it all happened for a reason. I think that it's helped me and all of my classmates evolve into the people that we are today. And I built relationships with people that I never thought that I would even call my friends. And I wanted to make a big shout out to Jade, who I've known since kindergarten. For 9 years of us leaving. You helped me so much through things that I can't even name. And I'm so upset that you're leaving, but I know that wherever you go, it will be right for you. So I wanted to say thank you to everybody who's listening and all of my classmates. Y'all have helped me through, each and every one of you. Y'all have helped me through everything. And here's to this new chapter of my life, yours, and all of the years that are coming.
Please raise your hand if there are any MPCs today.
That was very nice, Peyton. Thank you.
Next is our first musical performance for tonight from our band. They'll be performing the song Dreams by Fleetwood Mac.
Keep you down.
was really nice, wasn't it, Kyla?
It sure was, Paige. Now we're gonna hand off the mic to Everett and Will.
Good evening, parents. I'm Everett.
And I'm Will, and we were the 8th grade student government representatives.
I've been at Burke since 7th grade.
And I've been at Burke since 6th grade. Up next, we have a speech by Paige and Kyla.
Their speech will be about their experiences at Burke and what that meant to them.
They've been working really hard on it, and we hope you enjoy.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Kyla.
And as you know, my name is Paige. We're here to talk about our fun and crazy journey through middle school. Our experience throughout Edmund Burke has been a little rocky, especially at the beginning of 6th grade.
Coming into a new school during a pandemic was challenging. It was hard to learn, experience new beginnings, and friendship. To start off, I want to share the story on how we became friends during such a hard time.
Coming into a new school during a pandemic was hard, especially when I was one of the last people to go in person in 6th grade. It was hard for me to keep up with the academics and hard to make friends since everybody had already established relationships. One day I was on the terrace and I saw someone lying on the ground. I didn't know who or what it was, but I looked and it was Kyla. I started talking to her and we bonded over random things. To this day I can't say what we bonded over, but we soon became really good friends.
And that is how we became friends. It was a tough time, but we got through it together, and I'll always appreciate the friendship we have.
During my time at Burke, I learned how to be more open to things, different ways of learning, and getting used to new environments. Before I came to Burke, I was always in my comfort zone and not really open to change. Imagine how I was during the beginning of COVID. But coming into middle school, coming into Burke, was a change in itself, and I was kind of forced to adapt to the new environment. I was worried that middle school would be too hard with the work, the teachers, and trying to squeeze in some time for myself. But being at Burke, I learned how to manage all of that with my friends. With the friends I've made who helped me when I needed, and the teachers that literally taught me everything I know. I just want to thank my teachers, friends, and parents for helping me get through these 3 years and never giving up on me.
When I started 6th grade on Zoom, it was very difficult having any motivation to even put my camera on. It was a new experience for me to be in a school but not build any relationships with my fellow classmates, so it kind of felt like I was learning with a bunch of strangers. But when everyone started to go back to school and I was still at home, I felt like I was being left behind. When I finally went in person, I had a lot of trouble finding my place when people already had friends. But that changed when I quickly realized that the people at Burke are really supportive. When I finally found my place, it felt like a weight lifted from my shoulders. I also want to add that I enjoyed these last 3 years together, and each one of you made each day special. I'm not going to lie, I will miss it. In my heart, I don't want it all to end, but I'm also excited for what this next chapter of our lives will bring.
Going to Burke for middle school has made us better people. All of the amazing teachers that give us nothing but support to our classmates that make every class or field trip better.
Some of our highlights in middle school were going on our history trip to Alabama, our 7th grade bonding trip to Camp Urbana, and even going on the hiking trip to Billy Goat Trail. I didn't think I would like it at first, but it was definitely a fun experience.
We can't forget all of the after-school Starbucks runs and all of the laughs we shared together.
Thank you to all the faculty, staff, and our fellow classmates for making these past 3 years memorable and full of fun experiences. In closing, Paige and I would like to share a quote to our classmates from the queen herself, Beyonce.
Don't talk about what you're gonna do. Don't just dream about what you're gonna do. Don't criticize somebody else for what they're doing, what they're not doing.
You be it, be about it. Be about the action and go do it. Keep your eye on your intention and don't let any outside distraction of your own insecurity stop you from reaching your goals. Thank you. One more thing.
And we would like to say a special shout out to Jane, again, who is unfortunately leaving Burke this year. Jane, I will miss you, and I love these 9 years we spent together as friends and going to the same school in general. I will miss you, and I love you.
Love you, Jane.
Thanks, Kyla and Paige. That was a great speech.
Up next is the 8th grade band, which we happen to be a part of.
The song we're performing is Ain't No Sunshine by Bill Withers.
Ain't no sunshine when she's gone. It's not warm when she's away. Ain't no sunshine when she's gone. And she's always gone too long. Anytime she goes away. Wonder this time when she's gone. Wonder if she's gone to stay. Ain't no sunshine when she's gone. And this house just ain't no home. Anytime she goes away.
Thank you, 8th grade parents. We thought we did a good job. We will now be passing off the job of emceeing to...
Jane and Maddie, we hope you enjoy the rest of the program.
Hi, I'm Jane, and I've been at Burke since 6th grade.
I'm Maddie, and I've been at Burke since 7th grade.
We met when we were 3 months old during our nanny share.
We were best friends till we were 9.
We lost touch, but we reconnected when Maddie came to Burke in 7th grade.
We're pleased to introduce the 8th grade band and chorus performing Seasons of Love by Jonathan Larson.
This song has special meaning because it's about friendship and spending time together making memories.
Whether we've been together for 1, 2, or 3 years, we all made so many memories together.
Moments so deep.
Thank you, band and chorus. That was an amazing performance.
We will remember it for years to come.
Now we have the honor to introduce someone you all know and love.
The head of Burke, Steve McManus.
Well, friends, families, colleagues, guests, and our newly minted high schoolers. I'm Steve McManus, and I'm the head of school at Edmund Burke, and I'm delighted to join you this evening and congratulate you on crossing through the threshold from middle school to high school. In many ways, your journey through childhood is coming to an end. But tonight, a new journey for you begins. Now, when you plan a long trip, which I know you have experience doing, going on trips, it's critical to have a good packing list, right? So you don't forget any of those essentials, the things you need along the way, your gear, your equipment, your footwear, and gear for all weather and conditions, and maybe a few luxury items as well. Well, the middle school has prepared you and equipped you with a survival kit into your journey into the strange and forbidding wilderness of high school. You've learned patient problem solving, some resilience, empathy, curiosity, some self-discipline, collaboration with one another, and all kinds of knowledge, respect and understanding for each other, and an awakened sense of the world and maybe the ways you might contribute to it. So tonight I am thrilled to stamp your passport and welcome you to high school, whether it be here at Burke or another school where you will embark on an expedition of further learning and discovery over the next 4 years. May your journey be safe, may it be joyful and full of new learning and new friends. And as you travel far and wide, I hope you won't forget in this room tonight, your middle school teachers, your parents, your coaches, your advisors, and your families, letting them know that you're okay, but letting them know how much you appreciate the help and the support and the love and the care that they have given you along the way. Congratulations.
Thanks, Maddie and Jane. I'm Jack, an 8th grader and fellow head of middle school, Susan Hart.
Thank you, Jack. Welcome, everyone. It's really wonderful to have you here with us, and congratulations to all of you. I'm asking you to listen to me one last time, and I do refer to all of you in this speech, so see if you can recognize yourselves. You have had the most unusual path through Edmund Burke's Middle School that I've seen in my 30 years here. I met most of you on Zoom in the fall of 2020 and enjoyed your company in Bengal breakfast. Some of you were late, many of you were sleepy, some of you were together in your pods, one of you joined us from your backyard tent, and one of you was usually dancing. We watched the Panda Cam. We met your pet rats. You convinced Nigel to play the guitar for you, and in exchange, you had to watch his chainsaw video. Then, oh, a happy day, we got to be in school in person. There was a lot more play than I would have thought we could have under COVID constraints. You sat on your lunch dots and invented clever games you could play as you kept 6 feet apart. You played Dungeons and Dragons. You used your iPads to play videos of burning logs when it was snowing outside. You coded a black hole game, and you gave incredible full-year presentations on ancient Persia, wildfires, and black hair. In 7th grade, you ran amok at Camp Wabana, dutifully swabbed your noses for pool testing every Wednesday morning, watched movies at lunchtime, played baseball in the drive aisle during mass breaks, and we tiptoed toward normalcy at school. Unfortunately, we also experienced the trauma of April 22nd. But you and your families and the rest of us here at Burke are resilient folk. We ended the year with Founders Day, which was great fun, even if it was raining and one of you had to go to the hospital. High School Musical Junior, an exciting trip to, he was fine. An exciting trips to a ropes course and a lot of new knowledge in your heads. The outsiders, the circulatory system, irregular verbs, three-point perspective, and two-step equations. 8th grade began with a focus on the history and stories of America, getting grades, and the privilege of going off campus. You went to Bretton Woods and ziplined in the rain and learned to start a fire. Sorry. You learned about the brain, you built roller coasters, and you wrestled with the trolley problem. We went to Alabama, where we heard stories of seemingly ordinary people who did extraordinary things. You learned about the bus boycott, the March to Montgomery, the Freedom Riders, and breathtaking Black art. You reflected on what you learned in beautiful, inspiring spaces at the Legacy Museum and Memorial. You swam and sang and screamed and bowled and made waffle after waffle at the breakfast bar. You thanked Hollywood, our trusty driver, each time you got off the bus. You also, this year, learned to use a coat rack, had a bar mitzvah, baked chocolate chip cookies, went to a bat mitzvah, put your iPad away properly, most of the time. You did at least 1 million TikTok dances. You baked and assembled a 7, or was it 8-layer cake? I don't remember. You lied to your friends about taking their stuff. You lied to me about your phone. You lied to your parents about what happened at school. You learned to say good morning and please before you got a snack. You curled your eyelashes in math class. You wrote excellent apology notes. You wrote a scandalous old school note, which I will not You played varsity softball, volleyball, baseball, and basketball. You played lots and lots of chess. Sometimes you didn't do your homework. Sometimes you used AI to do your homework. 2 roles in Legally Blonde. You played a convincing Elmo in drama class. You also read a lot in 8th grade. The narrative of the life of Frederick Douglass, A Raisin in the Sun, The Constitution, March, Muhammad Najm, War Reporter, and the Book of Unknown Americans. You also read The Ones Who Walk Away from Homeless, a short story by Ursula K. Le Guin, and I'm going to spend a little time on this one and connect it to you. Most of the characters in The Ones Who Walk Away from Omelas live easy, joyous lives, dancing, racing horses, making music, gloriously free of capitalism and Puritan morals. We learn, however, that their happiness comes at a cost because it is built on the suffering of a single child. This isn't a secret. All of the citizens in Omelas know the price of their contentment. They can even visit this child, though they may not take its place or offer them any comfort. Most of the inhabitants of the city are initially uncomfortable with this knowledge, but they make their peace with it. They agree to the bargain and are therefore complicit in the child's misery. So the child continues to suffer while everyone else flourishes. However, at the end of the story, we learn that some citizens are not willing to continue to participate in this arrangement, that they had this in your studies this year, and we saw it together in Alabama. Tonight is about celebrating you and your accomplishments and the steps you're taking into the world to make it better. You are bright and kind, or learning to be, and creative, and we adults and those younger than you, including your delightful younger siblings and cousins, some of whom are here tonight, look to you to help create a world where the happiness of some is not built on the suffering of others. That's a tall order, but you don't have to do it by yourselves. These people in the audience who love you and are here to cheer you on and to help. You will have many fine teachers in and out of school who will also be eager to guide you or follow your lead. The folks who walk away from Omelas do it alone, but I doubt they come back to make it right by themselves. We need each other to thrive and to effect change. The heroes of the civil rights movement didn't do their work by themselves. They had the support of people who loved them, made meals, proofread their speeches, dried their tears, joined them, and locked arms for the cause. So, to you, the 8th grade class of 2023, congratulations on your middle school accomplishments. Be proud of yourselves, Bask in the pride of your families and teachers, and look to your friends and your mentors for support and guidance and encouragement, and walk away. Not from us entirely, even those of you who are leaving us for other schools, but walk across the stage and the bridge to the high school and work hard and cultivate gratitude and seek happiness, and then make your little corner of the world, wherever that turns out to be, better. And please come back to visit. I'm excited to see where you go and what you do. Congratulations.
Now it's time for certificates. Each 8th grader will cross the stage, accept their moving up certificate, and return to their seat. Once everyone is finished, we will head out for the reception. On your way, please admire the ceramics work on the display cases, and then 8th graders, and then you can take them home. There's newspaper in the atrium for wrapping it.
Peyton Anderson. Osawe Stewart. Jack Leon. Jane Paisner. Maddie O'Neill. Everett Parker. Will Cassadon. Paige Anderson. Kyla Brooks. All right, first row, you can sit down. Second row, please go ahead and rise and head towards the stairs. Amber Prelo. Sasha Firestone. Ole Haig. Andre Goltsev. Margot Gildner. Lyra Mackey. Caleb Rogers. Cole Ferguson. Aurora Awalt. Beatrix Ferrando. Third row, please stand up. Lucas Miller. Santiago Rosa. Zora Packer. Joey Palladino. Iosa Stewart. Jacob Maitland. Edwin McGuire. Marina Costa. Cooper Stacy. Sanaya Spradley. Wyatt Jones. Miles Nadari.
Congratulations, everyone, and thank you, Kelly and Susan. Now, could we please have the front row rise, exit the theater, and receive their flowers from Amy. Head to the atrium, and everyone else, please stay seated. Remember to bring your pottery and bring your sweatshirts.
Yay!